So, after the much awaited speech from Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, then he finally comes out to speak.
Hello, Nigerians. It has become necessary for me to address you, having heard from many concerned Nigerians and having concluded a meeting with all the security chiefs. I must warn those who have hijacked and misdirected the initial, genuine and well-intended protest of some of our youth in parts of the country against the excesses of some members of the now disbanded Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS. On Monday, 12th October, I acknowledge the genuine concerns and agitations of members of the public regarding the excessive use of force by some members of SARS. The choice to demonstrate peacefully is a fundamental right of citizens as enshrined in Section 40 of our Constitution and other enactments. But this right to protest also imposes on the demonstrators the responsibility to respect the rights of other citizens and the necessity to operate within the law. As a democratic government, we listened to and carefully evaluated the 5-point demands of the protesters. And having accepted them, we immediately scrapped SARS and put measures in place to address the other demands of our youth. On approving the termination of SARS, I already made it clear that it was in line with our commitment to the implementation of extensive police reforms. Sadly, the promptness with which we have acted seems to have been misconstrued as a sign of weakness and twisted by some for their selfish, unpatriotic interests. The result of this is clear to all observers. Human lives have been lost, acts of sexual violence have been reported, 2 major correctional facilities were attacked and convicts freed, public and private properties completely destroyed or vandalized, the sanctity of the palace of a peacemaker, the Oba of Lagos, has been violated. So-called protesters have invaded an international airport and in the process disrupted the travel plans of fellow Nigerians and our visitors.
And a lot of Nigerians have had several reactions, numerous reactions flying around, especially because of the fact that the massacre at the Lekki toll gate wasn't mentioned at any point by Mr. President in the 10-minute speech, or let me say less than 15-minute speech. I mean, that was very long, very, very long. So a lot of questions have been going through people's minds. A lot of things people have been saying, some of which are, so what happened to the Lekki toll gate massacre? Is it that the president didn't hear about it, or he just intentionally chose to ignore? Or are they telling us that there was actually no massacre? Or maybe there was actually nobody at the toll gate. Maybe those ones we saw at the toll gates, were they flies? Not humans. I mean, someone was saying something which did, if you want to really prove that, if you're really saying that people died at the toll gates, then bring proof. Do you know somebody that knows somebody that died? Really? You want to play that card now? Really? Are you sure? Let me not talk too much. Let me know what your reactions are. You know, I mean, the president promised end power. He promised money for small businesses, small, medium, and small, medium businesses. And he sympathized with the police officers that lost their lives during this period. Yeah, I think it was actually just police officers that lost their lives. There was no citizen that was lost. Police officers are citizens, don't get me wrong. There was no other person that lost their lives, just the police. Yeah. Good one. And he said that stay in your house. Summary of it all. I wish I could split my phone into two and then start reading out the speech. Or because I cannot write it down. I cannot say that let me come and be writing it down and then start reading. Okay, maybe I'll get another phone. I'll send it to that phone and probably read it out. Do I even have that power? So what are your reactions to the president's speech? What are your reactions? I would like to know.
To our neighbors in particular, and members of the international community, many of whom have expressed concern about the ongoing development in Nigeria, we thank you and urge you all to seek to know all the facts available before taking a position or rushing to judgment and making hasty pronouncements.